For 4 years, I searched diligently online to see or find a particular material that would be tailored to the business of ushering, and I found none. I found a lot of things that looked like it, but nothing took me from the A to the Z of ushering business. So today I'm here to share with you 10 mistakes to avoid when building or starting your ushering business. My name is Clementina. If you're new to this channel, please do well to subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell to know and to be able to watch my videos anytime I post videos on YouTube. And if you're returning, I want to say thank you for watching my videos. In building a business, yes, it is okay to make mistakes, but there may be mistakes that might cost you more than it should or eventually kill off your business. So today I'm going to be talking about 10 mistakes to avoid when starting and building an ushering business. Let's get right into it. The first mistake is not registering your ushering business. Why is it important to register your ushering business? Apart from the fact that it makes you look serious to your clients, it makes you land clients that needs to go or do their business by the book. One thing that a lot of people overlook is the issue of naming your ushering business. Let me explain. When you pick a name for your ushering business, take for example, when I started my ushering business, I chose a name, but because I wasn't ready to register my ushering business, I didn't realize that that name was not available. And guess what? When I eventually spoke to the lawyer that wanted to register my ushering business, the name was rejected. Imagine if I had built my social media following around a name that was no longer available to use. How bad can that be? That is one mistake you want to avoid right in the beginning of starting your ushering business. So a way to solve this is to register your ushering business. Once you register your ushering business, you can quickly detect if that name is not available, and that way you can make sure that you build your business around a name that is available. All right. Let's go into the second thing. The second mistake to avoid when starting your ushering business is not maintaining an online profile. I understand that we know today that the world is a global village. Bringing us closer in today's world is the experience we've had about the coronavirus. But more than that, we know that for people to know that you are good at what you do, they must know that you exist. How will people know that you exist when you do not have an online presence? An online presence in this context is a summary of what you do, and there are platforms that enables you to do that. One of which I'll be mentioning is about.me, another is Disha page, and one is Wix. All of these platforms have ready-to-made templates that you can easily modify to suit the branding of your business, and anybody will be able to find you online as long as you keep sharing that link. So make sure you get an online presence for your ushering business. The third mistake I would like for us to avoid as we build or start our ushering business is guess. Not talking about your ushering business. A lot of people feel that, oh, people will just find me, people will know me, the ravens will find me. Hello, can I tell you something? That if you are not the first advocate of your business, nobody will carry your business matter on their head more than you. Let me put it this way. Imagine if we are friends and I know how to sew, and I've never shared with anyone in my room that I know how to sew. How will they patronize me? That is exactly how it operates for your ushering business. Word of mouth still sells businesses. Paid advertising still sells businesses, and asking that people use your service still sells businesses. So today, avoid the mistake of not talking about your business. You are saying, oh, I'm not an extrovert. I don't go out. What about your WhatsApp status? What about your Facebook stories? What about your Instagram stories? Whatever platform is available to you to talk about your business, I want you to leverage that platform to speak about your business. But remember that your business may not be able to speak for itself until you have spoken for it. So today, make a commitment to talk about your ushering business. As simplistic as this might sound, the first thing I'm going to be talking about, which is a mistake to avoid when starting and building your ushering business, is not taking photos of your work. Earlier in the business, I understand that we did not have good phones that could depict our pictures the way we wanted it. But a more grievous offense is for you to go to an event and not have any record that you were in that event. Understand that earlier in the business, a lot of us do not have access to smartphones that could capture the moment. But now you know that no matter the type of phone you have, you can at least capture the moment. And one thing I want to speak about here that I can see that a lot of us as business owners, especially people that are starting out, fall trap to is to compare ourselves to others. Because you don't have maybe the best phones, you might be ashamed to put up your pictures. Please remember that those pictures will serve as instruments and items to use when you are building your portfolio or you are building a pitch deck to send to people as you grow your business. So no matter how the picture is looking, I would like you to know that it is important for you to take photos and keep those photos. And that will bring me to the fifth mistake to avoid when building your ushering business. When building your ushering business, one of the things I realized is that nobody actually told me, or I did not figure out early how to back up my photos. And I lost a lot of photos even though I'd taken them. One very smart tool that would help you in this regard is Google Drive. Google Drive is a tool that is accessible to anyone for free, and you have at least 15 gig for free on that platform. So please, whenever you take those photos, remember to back them up. And another thing or another way to back up your photos that a lot of people underrate is sharing them online. Share them to Facebook, share them to Instagram. That way you are sure that you have that picture online, and if you need to build a portfolio or a pitch deck for your business in the future, voila, you have pictures and evidence that you have done something before. The next tip we are going to be looking at, which is the sixth tip in the mistakes to avoid when starting your ushering business, is guess. Playing by the rules. I understand that there is a way the industry is, but when you make yourself overlook your creativity only to play by the rules, then that may be dangerous. What do I mean by playing by the rules? I know a lot of times you will hear that ushers must be slim, they must be in a particular way, they must be in a particular way. Think about it this way. Why can't you be the one to start a plus size ushering business? Like ushers that are plus sized, and all your ushers are plus sized. So when people want to think about your business, plus size ushers, beautiful. And that way, number one, you have created a niche for your business. Number two, people are sure of what they are getting from your business. But if you live all your life to play by the rules, saying that you may be missing out on opportunities to actually explore other creative ways of making money in your ushering business. So don't be carried away by playing by the rules and doing what every other person is doing. Sometimes if you have the opportunity to think outside the box and do things outside the box, then please, by all means, do it. The number 7 is like unto number 6, not playing by the rules. Now, you're going to look at me that, what do you mean by not playing by the rules? Not playing by the rules means that not following industry guidelines. In any country of your choice, you have to know that for you to be recognized as a business, your business must be registered. So if you choose to say that you want to be different and you will not register your business, just know that you may be missing out on a lot of opportunities, and that would also put your ushering business at a risk. Another thing is not following rules and regulations, especially with the advent of COVID-19. We know that sometimes there may be safety rules for you to actually implement to protect yourself and your business. Another thing is in your interactions with your clients and your ushers, there may be a need for you to set up a contract so that you are sure that now that you are in business, you are playing by the rules of the business. These are things to give considerations to when building or starting your ushering business. The 8th mistake I'm going to be talking about to avoid when starting or building an ushering business is not using social media at all. I understand that social media can be overwhelming, but before we go into the nitty-gritty, social media are platforms that allows you to build relationships with people, and that is why it is called social. And you don't have to be on multiple platforms at the same time. You might not just need to niche down to one or two platforms that works for you. That could be Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever it is that you think works for you. You just need to be able to build your social media in a way that people can find you. And from your social media, you can also drive traffic to your email list so that you can have a community that is engaged, or you can build or create free platforms online for people to connect with you. So one of the things I want you to note when building your social media is to ensure that you have your contact details in your social media bios. This way people will be able to contact you, and you can also leverage your social media to build a community by building your email list. So do not underrate social media in building your ushering business. The 9th mistake to avoid when starting your ushering business is not planning for success. 1. You do not have to be already successful in the business to plan for success. Imagine when you are starting, like all the examples I've given, you don't have a plan on how to go about your business. You can spread it across. Month 1, this is the name of my business. Month 2, saving towards registering my business name. Month 3, I'm going to get an account for my business. And I think this is a good place for me to talk to you about the Profitable Usherpreneur book. The Profitable Usherpreneur book, How to Start and Grow a Successful Ushering Business, is a guide that I've put together for anyone at all that wants to build a profitable business. Either you are starting out newly, that book is going to help you tremendously to avoid many of these mistakes and much more that I've written in details about the book. All you need to do is to use the details below in the link of this video to get your copy of the book. And if you would like to ask me further questions, please feel free to reach out to me via my email address. So whatever you plan to do, plan to succeed and plan for success. The 10th mistake I want you to avoid when building your ushering business is like this. I know you might think about it that it should be the first, but I'm just going to put it at the last because it's super important, and that is not starting already. Have you ever seen people say, "Oh, I thought about that, he's doing it. Oh, I had this idea in mind, she's doing it." If you do not start your ushering business, nobody is going to start it for you. So the mistake you should avoid when starting out is not starting. I don't know if you got that. Make sure you start. And if you have started already, this is not the time to get discouraged. You can plan out your content. You can do activities. You can plan it out. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I want you to see your business as an opportunity to grow. So it's okay to focus on an aspect of your business on a monthly, quarterly, or on a yearly basis. I hope with this video you now know what mistakes to avoid, how to approach these mistakes, and please do not forget to get your copy of the Profitable Usherpreneur book. Do well to subscribe, like, and share this video. And if you have further questions, you can send me an email or reach out to me across social media platforms. My name is Clementina. I am an Usherpreneur, and I'm the author of the Profitable Usherpreneur book. See you in my next video. Bye for now.